Hello everyone. Let's start our discussion of cell division with this sort of a general overview. So when we say cell division, this is the term we use to talk about the reproduction of cells, when cells reproduce when they copy themselves. Now the reason that cells need to divide are several-fold. First of all, if you're a single-celled organism, then cell division for you is simply just how you reproduce. All right, one cell divides into two cells, you just doubled your number. All right, so reproduction. Now, if you're a multicellular organism like us, then cell division has other functions as well. So growth, right? We all start off as one cell big, and that cell divides into two. Those two divide into 4, 8, 16, 32, so on and so forth. So growth, making more cells and adding them onto the body. Another function of cell division is development. Now we grow, we increase our body size by cell division, then cells can specialize, right? So we can develop skin and bone and muscle and organs, things like that. So development. And finally, repair. You damage yourself, you get an injury like a cut or a scrape, then cells in that area divide to repair that damage. Repair can also be thought of as just replacing normal cells that die and wear out over time, like the outer layer of your skin or the lining of your mouth, for example. Now, there are a lot of different ways that cells can divide, but we can kind of boil that down to three major types, and then other types of cell division are just variations of these three themes. So the first type of cell division is called binary fission. And binary fission, when somebody says binary fission and talks about this type of cell division, we're most of the time we're talking about this type of cell division in prokaryotes. So in binary fission, again, for prokaryotes, bacteria and archaea, what will happen is one parent cell divides into two genetically identical daughter cells. Okay, those two daughter cells are identical to each other, and they are identical to that original parent cell that gave rise to them. Now in eukaryotes, there are two different types of cell division that are common. There's the cell cycle and meiosis. The cell cycle is often referred to as just mitosis, but mitosis is really just a part of the larger cell cycle. Now for the cell cycle in eukaryotes, on the surface it looks a lot like binary fission in that you'll get a parent cell that divides into two identical daughter cells. The DNA that those daughter cells have are identical to each other, so that makes the daughter cells identical just like the parent cell they came from. Now meiosis is a very different type of cell division. In meiosis, what will happen is a parent cell divides, and when the process is done, we will get 4 cells instead of 2. Those 4 daughter cells are genetically different from each other, not the same, and they only have half the amount of DNA or half the chromosomes as the original parent cell.